Welcome to the Edmonton Net Zero Hydrogen Energy Complex. We have a brief video and you must watch it completely. We will explain our commitment to a safe work site, review general hazards found on site, cover the rules you must follow, and what you must do in the event of an emergency. As a visitor, you must remain with a fully oriented person at all times. A visitor may not do any task beyond looking, measuring, or releasing the straps on your load. Should there be an emergency while you are on site, follow the directions of your escort. Go to the nearest muster point, and do not leave that area until there has been a head count conducted and you get an all clear. In construction areas, basic PPE is required at all times. This includes a hard hat, safety glasses, long sleeves, high visibility clothing, gloves, long pants, and hard-toed boots. Additional hazards may require additional PPE, such as hearing protection or traction aids in icy conditions. At a minimum, all personnel on site must comply with Alberta Occupational Health and Safety Act, regulation, and code. Be aware, air product rules and site-specific rules may be different. Alcohol, weapons, and illegal drugs are not permitted on site. We are better as a project by the people that are contributing to our success. Every person has the right to be treated with respect and dignity. Air Products has a zero-tolerance policy for workplace harassment. Life-saving rules are very important because these have the greatest potential to cause a fatality on our worksite. While you're on site, your escort will be your guide, and this includes anything regarding life-saving rules. Staying out of the line of fire means you position yourself away from equipment, vehicles, potential pressure releases, and dropped objects. Being fit for duty is physically and mentally capable of performing your tasks. Not being under the influence of drugs or alcohol, over-the-counter medication, or fatigue. The rules for safe driving are to always wear a seatbelt, follow the posted speed limits, and do not operate a cell phone or electronic device while driving, and this includes hands-free.
Photographs are not allowed on site unless authorized to do so.
At Air Products, safety, health, and concern for the environment are cornerstones of our culture. Our commitment to our total safety values has been made clear by Air Products leaders for over 4 decades. We believe that nothing is more important than safety. Not production, not sales, not profits. All incidents and injuries are preventable, not inevitable. Safety is a management responsibility. Safety is an individual responsibility. Safety is our way of life. Every task must be performed with a concern for safety, for ourselves, our fellow employees, our contractors, our visitors, our customers, and the communities in which we operate.
An environmental feature to be aware of on site is RM Creek. Please note the signage on site and acquire the appropriate approval prior to working in the area. Because this is a wildlife habitat, please do not approach, harass, or photograph any wildlife that are utilizing this creek or elsewhere on site. Please be aware of the nesting migratory birds and any buffer zones that have been erected. As an environmentally conscious project, we strive to lower overall construction-related wastes and have implemented a low idle initiative.
Check for signs that indicate when hearing protection is required. Unloading material on site must follow the material receiving procedure. You will be directed to park in a safe spot. The load must be checked to ensure it is safe to unload and free from hidden hazards. Only release the straps when specifically instructed to do so, and never go over 4 feet off the ground without a fall protection plan. Offloading material can only be done by site-oriented personnel. Please watch for overhead work and never walk under a suspended load. The heavy equipment on site have limited visibility. Anytime equipment is in operation, please stay at least 10 meters away from any excavator, 5 meters away from all other equipment, and never approach any piece of equipment within 2 meters without having that equipment grounded, locked out, and secured. Some of the work on site will create dust or vapors that may be hazardous. Please stay clear of these areas while you are touring around site. Cutting, welding, and grinding will create flying debris and arc flashes that are hazardous to your eyes. Please stay clear of these areas as well. Excavations can be unstable, so please stay clear of the edges and never walk on a berm. Barricades indicate where hazardous work may be in progress. When you see yellow barricades, please read the tag to understand what the hazards are and look to see that it is safe to enter. When you see red flagging, do not enter unless you receive authorization from the person who is on the tag as the area owner. This is a one-time authorization that must be requested each time you cross the barricade. If you are entering a work area, you will need to review the hazard assessment and sign on to indicate that you understand the hazards of the work that you are observing. Do not smoke outside designated smoking areas. Do not use a plastic disposable lighter, and always make sure your cigarette is fully extinguished before you properly dispose of it. If you see an incident or you are involved in an incident, our first priority is to ensure the health and safety of people. Our second priority is to ensure we can do a good investigation by preserving the information. All incidents must be reported to your site contact immediately. If you see a hazard on site, please report it to your site contact immediately. You do not need to be 100% certain something is hazardous to ask questions. And remember, if someone intervenes on you, please treat them with respect and dignity, and thank them for contributing to our safe work culture. At the end of this orientation, you will receive a visitor badge. Please keep it with you at all times and make sure you give it back to security at the end of your visit. Thank you for being a part of our project, and have a safe visit while you're on site.